Dear Gom, you will never guess what happened. I was taking a spin in a space-age supersonic aircraft. I took her up into the wild blue yonder. The wind was in my teeth and the bugs were on my goggles. So I decided to open it up and give it the gas. Full throttle. I heard these babies were good at flying extra loopy, so I gave it a spin. It was when I was at the top of the loop that I realized this is how you start the letters H and K in cursive. First, I remembered the song about how to get ready to write.
2 feet flat on the floor. Great. Now sit up straight. The writing arm should be well supported. The other hand holds the paper in place. The paper should be a little bit slanted, but not too much. Your writing will fall right off the page into outer space. The pencil is held with these 3 fingers, the pointer, the middle, the thumb, you see. The pencil should rest right in the middle where the pointer, the thumb, they form a V. That's 2 big, flat, fast, fleet feet flat on the floor. If you're left-handed, the whole thing is reversed. Yeah.
Okay, is everybody ready to get extra loopy with the letters H and K? And later on, a special surprise. Ooh, I can hardly wait. Okay, first take your finger and make the margin. And start the letter H. Go up with a loop to the top line, come back down, stop, come back over the top and leave a little tail. Now it's your turn. Make a tall loop up to the top, come back down, come back up over the same line and make a tail. Now you keep going. That's right. Keep those tall loops nice and smooth and slanted. Then come back over and leave the tail. Keep going by yourself. This is fun. The letter H. Ha 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 ha. Sorry. All right, we've almost reached the end of the line. One last one, and you're doing great. Look at all those H's. Now we're gonna go to the next line and start on the letter K. Watch me first. Use your finger to make a margin. And the K starts with a loop up to the top line, come back down to the bottom, go over itself, make a little loop to the middle, and leave a tail. Now you try it. That's right, it goes slanting up to the top, comes back over itself with a little loop in the middle, and leave a tail. Keep a-going. I like how that tall loop starts off. It looks so nice and elegant. Keep going with the K's. Okay? Get it? That's right, a tall loop with a little loop that ends in the middle and a tail. Keep going. Keep everything nice and slanted and moving smoothly. All right, one more and we'll have reached the end of the line. These are lovely K's, simply lovely. Now it's time for the big surprise I talked about. We're gonna start on capital letters. First, a capital H. Watch me. It's a little loop at the top, a line that comes down, lift my pencil, start another line to the bottom, trace over itself, make a loop, and leave a tail. Now you try it. Little loop at the top, line to the bottom, start again with a line that comes down, goes over itself, makes a loop, and leaves a tail. And a little loop at the top, keep going down at a slant, lift your pencil, start again to the bottom, over itself, a loop, and a tail, and one more. These are capital letters. Capital letters are what we use at the beginning of a sentence and for proper nouns. All right, one last loop, and there's a whole line of capital H's. Now we're gonna try a capital K. Watch me first. Make the margin. Starts just like the H with a little loop and a line that comes down to the bottom. Lift my pencil, start at the top, but this time I make a loop in the middle of the first line and leave a tail. Now you try. Little loop at the top, comes down in a straight line to the bottom, start again, come down, make a loop in the middle, and leave a tail. One more time. Little loop at the top, slant down to the bottom, start at the top again with a loop in the middle, and leave a tail. You try the last one on your own. This is the capital K, the king of the alphabet. Look at all those letters that we're starting to know. Let's try the word leek, L-E-E-K. It's a kind of plant they make soup from. One time I ate so much soup I started to leak, but that's spelled differently. Watch me first. First we'll start with an L. That's the tall loop that goes up to the top, comes back, and with the tail I go to an E, and then another E, and now I go to the K. That's the tall loop that comes back down, stops at the bottom line, comes back over itself with a little loop, and leaves a tail. There's the word leek. Now you do it. Now we're gonna try the word keel, K-E-E-L. That's the bottom of a boat. All right, starting with the letter K. K is a tall loop that comes back down to the bottom line, stops, comes back over itself, makes a little loop, and with the tail we make an E, which connects to another E and ends with an L. That's a tall loop that goes to the top line, comes back down, and leaves a tail. Very good. Now you go back and finish each line to the end of the page. Then look at all the letters and words that you wrote, choose your favorite, and circle it. Now I gotta go back to my plane ride. Well, after all that flying, it was time to bring the airplane down to a perfect precision landing, where I made the acquaintance of a very large, very friendly dog. Nice doggy. One more thing. This is the FBI warning, so pay attention, 'cause they mean business. See you later!